Yes, lawyer Abbas, person clear bibi. Hello.
Hello.
Lawyer Fati.
Yes, madam.
Me pacha, yes, person clear bibi.
Yo, where the ma o tie for ajo.
Yeah, Jos.
Ai na mo collect it yes.
Me pacha ai.
Next year say yeah press release we. It September no September say press release me here amount for me have to say ebi ka to be a rent to be ako na si papa Shee ako daddy Lumba ni properties bi so eni nam ho obi nso so bi ako rent into a year general public publication say and so say the DBA settle nobody should go on his property because they all form part of his estate no be ankoso and see when ewa ho na mami Akosua etro yen or try and two letters first one was say jamawako Lumba properties we so ma sem so ma me for granting assets and papa Shee so say na me ka so ma papa Shee Eko property say this amount for say we rent a car here what the rent you see
who can draw it's lying.
Hello papa Shee hello madam
Yo. Pacha meet you. Counsel me pacha yanko.
Ainsi when am yes I press release no on that letter, that first September letter, see, Mami Akosua drawing 2 letters. Or first one, so call properties in the Sono, young granting access. Second one, no, or track a chair and say, or no, one daddy Lumba worry, Germany, under civil law. Into a person chair and say, she is the sole wife, sole surviving wife of daddy Lumba. In response to those 2 letters, and the man your trolls are letter no, you the man no, because letter no na letter or the man that the Lumba from her lawyer say or no called in Sanko our anyway jai wamano 10 days or ultimatum one thing she will assess her right from the German court. Or many lawyers from Mesa and Company. And no much legal firm or more Ghana, and no more much roying. It's a known whom I near the buy ya, yet the more any buy I think or receive on the second, on the third. Sa letter no crowd, or more much lawyers and no more cry, quick Diane Co. or more law firm, no much roying. It's on the third, any who said Dominion Chambers, Kumasi, I de a yabre. I'm the rate a brewery, was happening.
Inti letter na e buy come Akosua ho no. To response say or call properties no ho na enkofo ama no kwan nti enye busua pay na trust a letter no.
First or Troy ma ebusua penny through his lawyers.
Okay.
In social letter no problem say dear counsel, it was a response to the lawyer. It's but I'm not for now, and I almost said the idea call court, and I no by that letter, but not that wasn't it. She had already written 2 letters to us already.
Okay.
Into 2 letters and her response, first letter, you say, or call property, no so no. Yeah, granting assets. And the second one in the war. Hi, I see Papa Shee for Papa Shee spoke to him. Me want we correspondence. Me want our phone. So I.
Me pacho who fresh off of Papa Shee no. Who be son say wako say okwa kwaje rent na.
There be me be son no. Papa Shee so no na me baby e na Mami Akosua friend no.
Hello.
Yes, me be son Papa Shee say my sister wako. If you ho akwa ko bisa tenants no insensendi family the publication about out say more bi ankoko properties so pese okwa oni lawyers na nebusiafo ne nkasa no mo ma okwan na fo also no na me da bi na mame Akosua esma no say onkonko hwa de ma no na me say next time we ko baby sa on friend lawyers na say busiafo no mo nya aware it shouldn't just go there like that inti two letters na ye try na hu mu aye and na ye almost try na hu mu aye na ye de ba ya from Kwekwadai camping and go yeah
okay
and hu mu aye de buy on the second no na say third almost receiving on the second not third and normally en court e wo Kumasi
okay lawyer Fati mesro na che say response bi a mo de mama Akosua ba enye busua panyi e na troye
response no Busiapeni, you are representing Busiapeni. If you want to mean sure, letters are Busiapeni on Kahon.
Okay.
You near Busiapeni, letters nearby a friend Busiapeni, a chance of Busiapeni. Mammy Akosua the letters are back. I tell them Busiapeni, a dear now one kite, but you say, you are sending some Mammy Akosua short 2 letters. First, Nick had a Padiana some sell for Sona, young Johnson asset. Or no any agent because on only for Kumasi na papa she call Accra di. I'm a papa she call my friend wo. Second one no I no say onu kuane yiri because we are worry Lumba under civil law in Germany.
Me pacha ho no watch me mu amati ase but me baby no na me pese yeti ase yi. Why na sure letter bre busia paying first? Hello.
Let me see
Me pacho, one letter na buy no. According to the buy na say, ebusia pay na cho letter come mama Akosua Serwaa. Say ekuna no no kwa ontumi nye agise odobroni omu mienu no beka bom no mo aye. Enti sa wan prea onye bi. Me pacho sa letter no eye busiampen na troy na efri lawyers no ho
yeah also who say yeah busiampen lawyers and see whatever we write no na busiampen the voice any tro
eye busiampen voice okay
because letters ne buy no ye ni busiampen say the letters are bread the letters are bread say momo dia because say one or the body wo or the back for busiampen but to be see yan lawyers no so any friend will Busiapeni say the letters are about 2 letters. Near Busiapeni discuss yes and uni. A Busiafona Nancy I can say Ukrano. What letter was why extra say? One no good on Samba. Don't worry you.
Life at me question in me person me who say why natural bar first? Life at
me paper
me pacho tie me person answer we man oh say aba out say see I say eyebusia pay na cho letter first dem ma ye mame Akosua Serwaa say o ma ni nye kuna no anaso so obe agree na omutu no aye kuna e na ye mame e de asem ne court sa na tie ana
sa pepe na tie because Busiapeni cho letter grant say yen lawyer say na tro me Busiapeni ye ni Busiapeni discuss letters no me pacho
I said man I will
me pacho lawyer
so manem to no bo asen kasa
bisa wase ta
ma Fati dia ma menechire no to bo ase na chire mu when na declare bre yen ya yewura court ho enna ma men bisa when na di kan declare bre me e ko sama me court ho wan me ne
madam Akosua
abe to bo ase
mpacho ye tie o
Serwaa na declare bre me say yen court
madam Akosua and the yen court but before then madam Akosua na the yen court
okay
but before then now I try you 2 letters
anu ni pay na so de na no
ye no 2 letters no every Kwekwadai and co and not try
eti pacho lo mu fem no mu dia mo anchro no man fa letter bi anko and no be show first so wa cop properties in so but ya man kwan
aha ono no din kan
e ti dey provoke no man court no
ono ne letter 2 no dey buy na ye ano no
me patcho mu yi ano ne ye den
ye ano na ye letter na omo receive on the 2nd no
okay
nti ye ano pe e no dey court
me patcho dey na mudi yi na no
niama no tro ba e ne wanu ye ne dey man no because ono say ono nko ane yere first letter ne ye so for property ni so ama ya granting asset second one or say or try and say ono nko ane yere obeye kuna because for worry that the Lumba and civil law
okay
and abusianfo ne ye ne abusianfo ne ye ntena se abusianfo say omo ni mpoto akọwari we brotire omunya mta customary law and sister letter wo ha letter no ya kire say wo de ne nsaba because of so no start am no nye ono nye buta peni si no wo de nsaba dia and ye na wo kra na wo nya yere e sister nkola ni ntini e consider say wo be yekuna na se sister wo to wo kire ye say da bi wo na wo so yekuna mo bi nyekuna dia and ye na nhwe yi
okay
we bufuo but no problem say we are open for discussion we just any aka say enkabra
okay
na momra na mombeka ho asem wama we hu ya ni say ukoko menim say
me ba cho intiasia ye adwuma me last question person me sanso ebisa Mr. Wo 2 letters no every year mami Akosua ho e na ba ye ansana muchine busia penya na mu e responde
exactly
okay thank you wa clear wa mami me pacho mama Akosua na de mo court because say or say onu pe respond no de ma mu ni amomo de response ne ma ne back no enu na ma ne de mo court say man kire mu say mama onye kuna man kire o mu say onye kuna na na me pacho mu kire wo mu say onye kuna no Russia kwa ni dimba so
yeah just don't know kwa ni be yekuna so say if it's happening from day one ni stance ni say e man ni eru ni be yekuna
waka
say there be onu kwa ni be yekuna e wan if it's happening say there be enye yesa e man ni eru e be yekuna
okay yeah that's it that case and then the letter no
bisano
say omuye law firm Emma Lumba no omusa kasa letter no date ben
bisano
oko mi producer ampati yan lawyer Fati
ye pese o be letter ni fi ba
mi pese mi bisa ne say obi a be ye peperepe dan pacho kasa lawyer Fati
yeah
we dey Mr. we need him a mi pese mi bisa say eye Lumba mo firm no mo se ka letter bi free ye ma mi Akosua Serwaa also opese o jaya ware
letters from your client I need the data. And see when the letters be including that letter no. That letter no mean away ho.
Me pacho
letter no na letter no kran ye and sacket or the akọ watro mo ni ama ohia ya fan settle na ade ade. It's no ono normal the letter straw the lawyer straw that the Lumba.
Okay.
That the Lumba. Ya ne started one or handing na amaye.
Okay. Me pacho so did you grant her wish? So oka so person wo ja aware no as a firm any mo client no mo ye ma no.
That time nya letter no na kama nya se papa ne dey no dey letter that the Lumba dey letters ne maye. Enti say ya won koma ya ni that the Lumba. But so ama the lawyers you are no dada. Say that the Lumba and the defending the engage you were his last lawyers. Not only lawyers we are you dada.
Okay.
Not only lawyers we are you dada.
Okay. Okay.
I'm live in Ghana TV studio we shall like your comment am afufu anya bi ahwensam ni twagu say ni dia na nne memene ene Saturday ni de na say United Showbiz so ehuru say gidi enti ye mo nwe mo ani yenko tie de ekoso e wo ho de trend e wo media ne so atin bi say what's trending on media and social media ne so ne nim say ne Lumba ho nsensem ne yere no ho nsensem court case e fi na watwa na abosumi mu de eno a ne ye de na abusua after so do broni ene ma me Akosua Serwaa de ne ba awie ya ye hu say wei awe ne ye hu say wi adi nkuko ne de eye de ya bibi e be huru e wo media ne so eno nti ye mo wram me anye de trend ni bi emra
so saa krata no certificate no it no obi a wo feel self saa de ni ya de atumi wo ho no wo concentration nyina as a lawyer no e wo say ko saa dance no ho na wo make sure say eye krojin ye ko ye see a video bi wo court dem ho say say bi Lumba wonya ne ba bi ko ni maami free mu no ye hu say na ye maami Akosua Serwaa esu wo video na ebida social media wo video ni say maami ni su efu oda ho krapo ye hu efu nanim ya ka say na tie.
These people are very
they say no shouldn't be idea we say focus here then ekoso because certificate ni idea so bra e go betimi ati asemwe mu clean na nyina ya pay baby atna appeal ya say amosimu koi e say lawyer for no be catch eye empen kakra bi ni etimi e catch say for fresh evidence bi bra e be ka asempo fro no wan so ya de wo de koto mu kane na ye botu gu ya ye ka asem nyina mu koye kuna no enua na wo say sa ko present na wo de present ya bei enani so sesayo evidence act running sesayo say wo say authenticate through a process and say na ya giatum na wo de koni ya ma chance for fresh evidence but na appeal no wo appeal ye wo koya na say wo buy it ye can you should be bold enough to spell out to lawyer and say what failing more
failing
more that is what you should focus on. I didn't think there was a better than a chinwe who diary. Empress, I didn't think there was a better than what thing did I did from left, right, center.
Because I don't play Ghana.
Again, Yentina say MOB in disrespect to your court. No, Nipa no watra says what they almost free craft fair for original no, and now the rifle document. And yen yatina what until I will hold man pa. Enti mutimi yi fa ba de bia people so mutimi yi bi court no me ehunu say ebi ni
sabi we are
once again judge lanka say e fake na mom she say ye da ho ansa na wo be present court and na ye problematic
so men say okay
what's the meaning of this
nti komu go through process na
and one judge na to say
okay
and say on ti Germany nti ni mumra entemra
it's original you can decide to receive it or denounce it. It's original, authentic. Any? It's authentic. Hey, fake.
Yeah, Empress. Money apologize. Money tina. Minyansa no di yojuma no tina nuwa mu no finance. Money apologize.
You were there. What's it?
What's the first one? No problem. The buyer. No, different. And the second way so different.
Na say ukoji ade ti this is Germany ti say
or say fake we fake lawyer I'm saying it lawyer I say fake lawyer say what German the lawyer no ka say what German
yeah we fake
yes or pante Sakrawa jine ne da evangelist na unmu nyame na
we timi Ghana Akosua say why say there why we say on fie we fake
when you fake and
one can fake. Me say no Akosua.
Me say you fake and one farmer. Kada na wa angry.
Na nya African ni onye Ghana na
African. Tu be Africa you go African you na throw.
Enye omu ina about. Atufo ni dey join it for the book.
Krata na o de ba na nye.
One
suffer. Ola.
Mama we come so we na Ashanti no town. They say
so Abuja penny say man me say Ashanti no town. But don't mo me Ghana ina ma say. Abuja penny say am come Ashanti no town. Say Abuja na law na ka. Say ni mani Ashanti no town. Abuja penny o ma be yan wa Ashanti. Ghana for ma to go for Ghana.
I mean it say. You see so na adwuma anu no. Sa fake
someone say me boa
yeah but
they said it
usual process na etitano any no de chair
na something you tell say what am I citizen fake ni ma mo be citizen
na say one na ma Lumba yes citizen
daddy
one na ma yes citizen
oh Jesus
and say one na ma Lumba yes citizen
suffer
Ebi say kan no ntwa ntro. Okro flag go che by what say. Me background as 7 years. I'm so fresh. Yes. I've been here for 7 years. It is already 7 days.
Okay. Paper choda me show. Eniama okita me di hu ye. From foreign affairs me hu so almost stamp no omo nyame go.
They said it inside the court. Mommy said they said it inside the courtroom.
Okay.
Say enye papa.
Paper che. Me patch.
Ona na ko fe to come to say mu bantuma ye come to say Adams no mo ye best stamp German stamp na say
Empress.
Yes.
It's a crowd here. She's done well. One of the things I'm busy at Bonabas, it has to do with the fact that when me and we say Ghana bit me, yes, and be beating our transfer in term rather than dragging the cases for years and years and years. And Mestre say, yeah, Chief Justice, if they could look at these things and see, say some cases be or you bet me a transfer intention. Now you solve a few. See me cases and not me, say bet me inside those corruption cases are Yabobodin, I work out the national service there, Dubois there, good to me there, all those things say if yet me fast track issues na cases need me din intent me beboa rather than say betra abo say na we twene na ase na we yesi be ha na ekoto aba bo na ye beto aba na force papa na intent na question ye to aba we a new government but also abi yo mafim as we are not really solving or fighting the issue of corruption very well. So I'm hoping say this will at least trigger our our seriousness is a bad word. It will trigger our eagerness to want to resolve some of these cases. And I did currently I'm a born about so me and say Odini Oshabon Odiso.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean you'll be an Oshabo Odiso. So Oshabon Odiso, we need to appreciate her for that. Because I'm so also how important this issue is. And you know, say or better try so better resolve it before date na no machine at that time no. And why true to her well she's done it even though just a day or two but she's done it. And Osha the period or the I think it's actually less than a month, right? It's less than a month. You know, my her ladyship Dorinda Smith at a PhD. Yeah, I had a very wonderful person. Yeah, no, I come up so. Na me shrano. Na penyiso kase sometimes haste make waste. So people who are there, we out to me from so. You know, I won't say a bonabaso so here in term there, but a beer kaye to your book a some issues could have been properly, dealt with. Issues maybe has to do with documentation.
Okay.
Yes, admittedly, process the fairly certain documents, especially if it has to do with other countries, I think that because of the haste, my understanding, because of speed in our near paint, some of the process had to be truncated. Like, or see a jumpy because he paint somebody up. And we understand so it affected the whole proving the case, Then I think that even though we are trying to, I am pleading or asking, say, beat me, I hasty some of the cases. I'm also saying that haste make waste sometimes. So we should give some considerable amount of time for, authentication of some of these documentations. May try to understand certain things. Government in Germany, so from the embassy and people that are very close to the embassy. And I realized, when you say Empress, Daddy Lumba, ni wumpa sokrano, nurse or fighting to finish the documentation of the last child.
Wow.
Yeah, the last child. But you say no correct.
Okay. The last child.
Last child. No fighting to finish the passport of the last child. Because my sources tell me say he had done it for 4 kids, but and said back home you need the expire, then he had to renew it. See, all those 4 are supposed to have a German passport, but the very last one when we 18 I'm say tama na asemwa di no down na no frefre. I don't know if you say this is to say bia nyame to nsa frɛ na the very last one when we, so I don't know how they're going to go about, but I'm just saying this just so you know, say I've made some checks. Now the second thing I tried to understand was letter, the first letter no Fachemi. Why Fachemi? The first letter now I'm say about Akosua Modeba out to prove say indeed records or say on ne that Lumba wari Germany no. O share letter na me send this letter no so say omo share is it possible say we no ye fake na say obi a doctor no. Now omo check here no so HMs no signature no was ne Susan. Susan is a very powerful person or embassy. Okay. So Susan me sign letter e fake. Okay. It's the easiest thing to have verified for that letter ne senka. You bet true or for no alcohol because almost say emailer because they cannot authenticate the sending email to such important information among farmer. It will too for nakwaba. No very. I say it's emblem here bullet is a German for emblem. And also will be now creating organ. Okay. All these things could have been done. Okay. Okay. Judge Nensemo Ujina so Ejina. The kind of say try to situate the letters now mame Fati Beboy letter ba say omo na nti say papa wo waro nkratemu na e bia me person me describe ordinance no okay aye no kren so say o waro nkratemu dia na nyina so etoso miensa say oba foforo a wono so yes wo ye yire no yentimi frɛ ne yire na de toso nice say busua panyi a wo address wo ba foforo no say wo ye yire no so onyai and na busua panyi a chema me hu ba bi asase mi free by say o se o kofre odobroni aso nti afre mi ati ba bi asa paragraph no e ko free e buy okay asema da jeje ni se me pese mi hu say me nkwa me ne yire ananya me nkwa me ne yire judge tsm I say den ka wo be kire se wo nkwa ne ware wo mmremu no one am fa ekwan o say fa so medical chese se nke mata maybe and give it me a rectify am fa ekwan o say fa so two and normally the other buy no ye hu ni se ne ho odin sa and normally be needed say yes marriage certificate with the 2 copies in the buy back different signatures and I'm thinking allow say so mo worry 2004 whoever did the registration a signature be baso because some mommy at here say mo marriage certificate and yet to say you dey be do register no a signature and also it is a nipa na or register our 2004 signature be ho na say na me see me pay a copy na se me pese ye authenticate mania say the oye ne na obesanye the oye 2004 so obviously you have to use different signatures. It's easy to verify but they needed time to have made this authentication to be sure because here in Germany it's a beer sana ko say you know and a beer so no yes I say worry no there was so yen in crater me there yen to name mum there we yen fie there magia to basama fefia wa ya asma amro fia daddy ma fefia wa ya asma amro ko say omon che say why na ye yire okay it's ma fefia me dey say ayi aware baako na be ma menko ya frɛ me say yire aware baako sa aware ni ye court aware it is a wose men krata am de ba ye ntimi ma ye mfrɛ menko asayira e na bo masem to guni enso enko okay bo masem to go na ye enso enko but who sabe ka say oh wasem no de ha no memfa because on krata na nsi ne mum no ye nkomodie mu no ye hu say ye ware wo fi. Okay, I'm not interested in that one. Mid case am the buy ni enya totwene na me komi fi. De ware wo fi no ye ne obaba kono so di nkomo no ono so enua ba ekunu ni nua ba ekunu ene bedi adanse man oba na so o maame owo fanom ba ni nua ba ekunu ni bedi adanse man ma judge kura ka oh ono nko aso na dance die eye no kura for die maame that's all so be reporter speech that's all so die so ye no kura for offer so be ka say ya maame ana offer na maame ya ba ya and the cans any bebre chair no
I know you say no timbi
ba na wo no
say o me say onipa na na yetim no betumi abobidin ambo no ni
ba na wo nim no
ya no oh is your penny sister pa
okay
penny
so nti na se nyoni nyina kwa na reporter speech ebi wo kwa na wo hobi
enuntina se asema ya wo kai mentwa wono asema ya wo kai senka krata we kula papa ji se na ye janua enka saa asem na oka so no nko abeyi kuna no ka ebi ono nko kwa ye kuna enti so we judge no so a me de na beka se efia ware no kura na omudi free nkrata mu ne niema mu ba no so we no kura wanye antuma no de consider no ma ne be tumi be ya warefo
eno na me dey come asem say ye no enam abusua panni ensem kayemu ena ma judge kofa sa efia ware yesem
na edeba
patroti ni we na efia ware yesem ka believe me go en nti we free ordinance no so and wa be efia ware
the people nyenti we free so
oh da
chairman masisi we say there legit
evangelist bacho
evangelist
mame come asem das nyamishra fa yetini judge ankase obia document fake
judge and castle be documented.
Say, obi say judge ka say obi document.
There be no judge.
O me entwen
lawyers.
Minim. Enti na me bo judge.
Judge me mundu bo judge dey na o ya de na ko o dey dey ko che because the lawyers no be kasava. And san abedu judge.
Ava to meaning dey make okay judgment. Judge anka say obi document fake.
Okay.
Her challenge was procedure
or
the technicalities. And they can ask
and then some stamps.
Minimum, say me person me prove myself. Na say ofa and lawyers also person me prove your media. Omo na betun to ko media.
Okay.
It is omo kasa mo me document to ma. It's their right. It's their job.
Okay.
Me no omo ni problem, but me no say me prove say document no eye papa. Patron so man, legit. That's it. No, but we be sitting here for more than an hour, my dear.
Kasa. A wall floor.
We could have floor. If I'm over Kasa. 18 judge, young infantry or say one book document they say fake. The whole here because Sunny here can want to say judge or document here fake and then a marriage certificate and a nipa signature and so there be. I check with the marriage certificate too. Oh, German embassy or no. And I'm saying, indeed, their certificates are mostly inside a book you call a family book. I'm born French and I don't even know. It's if you want the original, you can extract that one from the book, and that one has got only the registrar's signature.
And both parties.
But some more be worried there. You must sign document. You are not your certificate.
Okay, that's it. So this is the original certificate.
It's in the way picture. I say this is how it is, but the TNA for people not to be forging and reduplicating these things periodically, they change the style and the font.
Okay.
Patrioti. Periodically, they change the style and the font. It's maybe I worry about 2004. You don't expect me I'm worried 2025. Yet the font standing at the it is if you go to court and the lawyer and opposing lawyer can say now we font here say now we font here oh you're right. But it means that almost no names say almost so sound the periodical. So if we couldn't go through the process of making the embassy of Ghana, Ghana embassy in Germany to authenticate. Authenticate doesn't mean somebody stand by bosso. But and they share Mrana or German. No, also the letter to certificate account. Say you are checking a deal with a deal way. It's genuine. Okay. But in your time, you're fine at all. Now, you're fine at all because it takes process. It takes time. It takes time.
The floor, Pacho.
And a DM so no also medical access certificate is always a stratified this family booking. Good. It is a year to me and yes through the Ghana embassy. What's the next process? Then you find somebody who understands this thing as a witness. Instead of finding Mr. Kantanka to explain traditional marriage, we should have found somebody to rather explain the German style of marriage and documentation. To that person would have made it easier to authenticate some of these things. But you saw what you say. It's a mistake. I can't be. That's how I'm seeing it. That if we couldn't do the certification in Germany through the Ghana embassy, we needed to have found somebody here to do or help us to understand the process. German for the firm, the Omawari normal certificate. So if you couldn't prove this, obviously the judge could throw your case out. Say, okay, when to me and prove case, I don't think your case has anybody. But the only problem is who even asked her to go to the defense of saying, okay, that's it, their case. Oh, do what you have to my fine? You're wearing the customer. Oh, okay, fine. But Akosua catch yourself. Validate the customary marriage because to her that marriage was cancelled by this ordinance. Yes.
No,
relax. To her, I am me say to her and yet to the judge. Okay. To her and yet to the judge. It is a senka or percent or they customary can the case. Thank you. One fan can the case. No, I'm talking to what was presented in court. And I make her say, customer has sent the name count. It's a judge, I think so. She's somebody that was trying to or tries to bring it peace. She said there was a penny peso. But if you stick to your law, kakra, it be a new piece will be a hianesa. Patriotic, I say. Say okay say into want me and authenticating mo document mo case no say o nko abeye ware ni because nko abeye ware ni dia now ye under ordinance ya to case na go. You could have just said that now that's what Odobro ni na men so ya oye. Then you did it well. But you try to balance the sheet apai and then it becomes like aden madam mama me o fa o ho adwena ansa na e case ye be case na na. But you own the milky. Nay, I say, Mammy, I don't think I beg you, baby. I say, we boy, are you with the sack of cream? I was a born just to calm it. To calm the it's also this one will give birth to speculations. That's what I'm doing now. Say, it's anything. The court. Lawyers na John na judge cry no her ladyship Dorinda Smith Arthur PhD ayena adwuma yenya enye yedem yo emrama kwan what you can do almost they should enjoy it. But in this, even with this ruling, I don't see a loser and I don't see a winner.
Okay.
One, if she had struck the case out, Mami Serwaa, Mami Akosua Serwaa, but she has made it by her ruling. I may pay a can year on Monday or Tuesday. Say, oh no, we so and what to abusia for say beyanka. Now we na kwa beginning na dia nanka What's the name tiara me kan asase bi. Sen ka sa letter na me bu ma me na ntia. E bia ka we ka. E ka de judge di akosi ka hwa na ke na moko. So what I say?
Anya public. Yeah.
Empress
Niwa.
Yamisha judge wate. Na onto ne nkwam. E mo bi ani na tem. Na adwuma no waye.
Arnold.
What that?
So no cramp with the media, my breath.
Obebre.
Hola. Because
I mean to that.
because we create impression and say unimsion.
Oh no.
Okay. So you admit that Uncle
Yeah, I've admitted that there was a problem. And then they causing this, which is the lawyer's probably indiscretion or maybe because of time.
why do you say time? Because you see, okasa na obeya hadwin. Obekai say lawyer kusi any media interactions no beka say judge no cry show mo say obewi at this particular time. You and I didn't hear lawyer kusi objecting to that durational judge and the show also by this time no you be case. Yeah, so it is wrong for you to say there was lack of time. Anything that be but no.
That's my observation, bro.
My observation is wrong.
That's it.
It's totally wrong. It's flawed.
Yes, boss.
It's your best Empress. Case Kokota. One outcome if you want. Bakube winning. Bakube lose. I don't subscribe to somebody lawyer be or somebody an apology, blah 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 blah. And we here. You see, case with tension is very high.
Very high.
Akuma also. Ain't no kasabi koso. Tamana case no koso. A part of the process. Into ye no as all the you are rubbing salt into being you say sanko your apology to somebody else. No, necessary. Because they will lose no crano on a scene ni pain.
On side.
Because of how energized na case ni and they are yeah classify almost no. They are going through something.
It's true.
You need to appreciate what they are going through. Because it was a high stake case. If it had gone the other way around, so they would also be feeling it. Until we should appreciate what one party is going through, and not emboa situation. Emboa situation, no crowd. And Papa Shee, evangelist. Seriously, I admire of them. Enthusiasm I will show for a year. In fact, say maybe I may and I'm not on oh yeah the way maybe I be chow. Me sorry na be chow. Because say unia and I say adamfo. A year they will ye like vim out they ashamed to ensure say the proper thing is done no. A part of me is seeing that angle. But the approach. Don't you believe say Senkebia was some approacher? Akayendu bibi edu CCA.
In what ways?
Because as a way a Confucianist.
To you.
I'm appreciating a part of your demeanor, your sense aggression, or the shame no ube person when ensure say bibi because but I also believe say our approach be as aha what trances unime bi ya okeka. For example, you say be 13th December. You are still insisting.
Enya mi o meka sama abusua no onti ase abusua ni mo achemi no abusua pe ni one part na mama bremboma me na meka sama nya me se me mpacho wa nya no.
My issue with you is this. Reason I order man for 14th no eto aso. Me pacho moko menshia na moko deliberate on the 13th. I didn't man protest wo.
Na me ni ho. Ena na dade so abaka se yen ko hu sama hen yakọ abusua pe ni ama ena meka chen se yakọ na chi a oni ho ena na se otu ko beba 29th ena o ka se otu fo beba 28 enti oba na yen nyina ya ba na letter na de ba mu asem na meka no o de atom panimfo anim ye hu ya preko pa na na tuko na abusua pe ni ko ye we no bedboard ena sita code so one month as because ye mu ka so mu ko set kra na abusua pe ni sita bempoma no nhia yo ono ye ni bi foforo no mko yiske ni e mo na mane yiti na ya na edufu aba no fa ya poko no mo njia.
So with stance here will take nti pese yi na consensus
ye pese ye tu ye bo ase e fe ni ye wie court no ewade ya adoma na nka Monday no o ma hye autopsy ni niam na ase ade ase e na
autopsy no munye
de bi ni yina in court ye ni transition for ni na nti ni go autopsy ye say ye wie afe ni ye wie court nti no no mo koye autopsy na police for investigating ni your 3 accounts ye mo check it so ade ase and enti e come out no be boy yin na peace such an
so ebusia so say ye be anything are you telling me any Ghana forces 13 December se ba so the other side na we represent the show
almost city almost see Emma so yes me no ka me say me na me kasa mo yes me ti me pa mo chon and yes me na me hihye me na me kasa ema mo ti na me correct nze nyame me kasa mama bempo ma any ebusuani nyina o maka 90% me na me kasa mo
it be so ebusuan penya wo da wo best friend I will see diamond o boa no na ne yere o start abrabo na ebusuan penya ye ni na wa mo nyina na mo kom adeso aba na
adeso aba wa me de ebusuan penya ye ni nhia bi o woni ebusuan na nhia bi o omo ka se omo ko hia no wa ma ya ko 2 times wa ma
13th na ebusuan penya
na ebusuan penya ho
me pa cho me ba nya abotre it's 13th ebusuan penya wo mo ho
na me ni wona brempoma no ne ho na brempoma city wa anya tu tie timbacho o se wa anya tu ene omo propose e ma omo nti wo ka se oni abusuan penya ko siesie abusuan penya since na omo ko ho no woni brempoma no ma shi oni abusuan ni hia bi ubu panyi onya me
so you are saying say 13th no which yes say beba so no omo are representing them no
omo si baby omo si ma so omo si
they will do it enye dia no kan
no enye me na make asamo mo hwa de ofa ya poku mama George na abusuan no o si ya poku ya Lumba ofa no enka say ya poku please menye so
enye abusuan panyi dem pesa mcho
ya abusuan panyi je say yo be kan
ya said time na
to pesi we ya che say o timi ne ofa ase no enhia we say say onye abusuan panyi say onye ofa enhia bi
yeah but enye time no
onye say time no
exactly
bajo me bajo so ya come na ne otunfoni
nana me pacho say opemso ehye data yetumi sesa
no into the small contenkreti and buy
into the seven call no one cost sesande
debi enu am call that dey so abahin no
ya na sama ni o bacho tie na sama please sama hin to me nka se sama hin as san bacho tie mi
na bacho hin
na dade so abahin ena eni ebusuani na call no say ekoshi abusuan pani ye kwotena wa ma be so bushia ena na ka say ye nkọ na sama hin no ena eni ebusuani na next day ye sa call na sama hin no kwa no mso atwen ya ma otuni ka akọ ni following day no ye free court ni eni ebusuani na nso amadi ena ye koto na sama hin
esa ye 3
say ena ka say papa na ebusuafoni na ntra na oni abrempoma amra ena oji ye na office na oni ye ka say mo na ntese ni say na me pa cho mo ba na mia na o se papa wa medi na say mo nkran me ye eyi no ane makakra nti afi ni ma ba na ebusua na say mo fra ni bi exams ena autopsy ye ya crazy jina court me ka wie na ye ka se ni na wie o letenum ena o say okay papa obi am making it down say nchire na ada no mba no enye say na course ti mi omo de omo ntam ne ba ha ena ma ye ka ni say on but papa me ko am ntimi sesa no na de tie ni say me tu kwan me ba 29th opemso be ba 28 na info be hia ye ba ne ni nyina hia na ya hwese de be na mamo
woni wo mu hia he na wo bo date ne
unti me se letter na de ko eni mu data omo so je se dia kire mpani bonza na
it is a meeting number so
me ba mpacho letter no na mu ase na me ka kire na say 14th no ena na ye peni o ma ye ni na state ena me na so okwa aba e wa ni se bisu peni aye board na me ko bisa na no say eni on le ka so nye wa na ase we ba ro de akwa she papa no etu ya sa gina ma abusuan ka ese no se wa fa emra she won se mu dia omo so besi omo billboard ena omo so aye omo dia
me pacho
we ya che 30 wa fa won ko si billboard ade a hene na se yengosi
se opemso na ye boni di na kasam so kasa untumi en change nti so far sa mudi ade ne koto nana sama
no so otu kwan
no so otu kwan a 29th on buy enka ye the date no to one anka ye twen no oba ne ani wo mo kan na bibia to boko ansa na ye de ba senke beboa
ebeboa papa ni hu omo so omo se abusua pani akoyi first sika second sika third sika na wa mo sa mo amane o ene ono ye ne ono no bo mo ho amane wa ma ko se abempom amane wa mo ya puku amane mama ya puku ni gas ono mo go shia mo ni se ni so mo ko ho ye se 30 ontimi no mo shia bio mo sa no se oni ebu se shia na for na ka se mo ko shia na mo solve se bibia ye kama na 30 na ontimi no mo shia
si ye ko no na nzan ne o se
o shia abempom a o shia ya puku
bempom o se o muni ofa ona so do re me
but unless ana info no kan fanisa wo fa sia mehwe ni yie mu na so pass mbie no because me no di nkomo we chi bebre before say e nkomo bia me no ni nkomo ya me kind public e futu ni se betu bia everybody wo ye de ya I won't stand say be betu
me no nja so me no di nkomo
me no nka so won fe me
so papa so see ano
show phone so no
more man confusion like as in what do you seek? Dina.
We are seeking say ye ne mpanifo no be hia na yetimi akoye anim na yatoto ne na ye because Lumba nya sebe ojimi fa 2 weeks en hihye
na says 5 months ni o se fridge mo 5 months
and we ejina court we are in court
o se fridge
say see ade wewu month nya ye betu
ya tuegu ye di na hotwe ni jape ni ye ba be hihye
me pacho
for na July
you ba tell me free me na take 6 months and nya
I'm not kasa
so we something Michelle medium
baba kaza
we situation we CCA then na obi timi here to actually help resolve the matter mo so mo nti mo ho ase na mo person we in the 14th no e be so be in the 7th how do we get the unified front to actually do the funeral
the me hu ne say Papa Shee wa form the gang omo mi say de ye be ye bia no ombese no me hu de Lumba de ayo
obisa de
na ente sa pa de yes
what
de ku no say autopsy omo koye wo se ne ma na ko gina otobo o kasa mo bi ngabi wo se ne ma na ko gina ho e mo ye ne ma no enso ebi wo 30 years ba ko ye doctor ba ko ye engineer na ase de lawyer omna ko jino papa ho ene aya ade no mimi ni ho unsu ni ho ena sebi imperiasa enya nkwala no ne ko papa ne mu eko twitwae omni special doctor ana wo ye why say munyi ntum
what be mpani sem da
ne tobo ada be mpoma ga so say ohun say daddy da ho no na ye titi ne ho some marks bi titi ne ho but me susu me ko ho na be ko hwe no ya hye na tare na me bi say okwo ne ho ara
oh na say ne bia ko ntem
I don't understand papa no wa modien kojo wa modien yes ramo mummy nsie no na sie na yesie no emfa hwe ma the best thing ne say ye be fa ne niema na lawyers no ebe cha ama ne mba bibi yare wu yare adan ye ha body ne sa
eza otwen
na ye ha Ghana nyina president be kan amunti ohene be kan amunti mo abetia mo just nipa 3-4 yi
ba ko bekum apemi ni bekum pindu
magiem wo so so wo ye san wo ye busuani
enta mi gina wono you need a picture bra
picture de nkawe
na bra bo nyame ne bo
picture de nkawe ogobo
adamfo bi sinia e say enipa tamfo ni fiefo is in the scriptures adamfo bi sinia enipa ne tamfo ni fiefo so just say tati ba dem me ye busuani
no na ye date
papa eden na ayino esi kwan se bi a ye mo be hwede bi ekun no ansa
omaye also omaye
papa nso
so se no de yensi kwan omo ye first one
papa she
na mo se mo nti ase e ko be 3 months and be 2 months and ase ni even na kusi ka se kokko ye obetua
okay
ana na kisi ka chance ko na ko ye obetua na mo ye ba ha de ma ohene esa de 1 week ne kan ho no ene mo autopsy Yes, yeah, just almost soon. I got to win because any yes, Friday, software, Friday. Actually, make us say, Mamma Pacho, actually, make us say, somewhere ready, no one cry. Actually, Joe. Monday, me say mobile up to Sina. You can go there because they say take it just 3 days. The name yeah. Almost a funny man. Asa, yeah, ready. What in the near Cosi? There be a new man of Bana.
Substance being.
Oh, me, American, Obisa, many been Poma, and almost free, say, Yanko a 37. Na yenko specialist nipa omo eye autopsy nti ekwa no mo ka che say papa no afi nti omo de number man I have his number here and o ka say emra tie yemra bema camp tie me pa na e call bema camp e call no office no explain to you say they are fine substance in the system no omo de cost standard board tie me na ono kra e no a che say emaye we need doubt to be a room and I say they have found something
doctor na me catch you
please me pacho. Oh, so me doctor. Me doctor, please. And I mean, me be man e ko. So for me, it's here train. And on my documents. Pacho say the document na say the general say bibia ye be and ye train mu. Enti enya we say no results na ko si say ebusia pani ni Beneza ka say abana wo mo. And I mo bisa
from the standard authority.
Me bambacho, please. About meaning kwanya nipa call the man we say betimi about right source enipa o ma kwa ma ye ne dia ma no and I say and I say omo and omo bisa say na dia na sikwa so the member brain poma and I say brain poma na say ofi Germany aban obaye hwe no e ma okra correct no bisa na so the member brain poma na say no fast na say me the member brain poma na
bisa o
me say the member doctor bi no kire ya say ye ti ano kra ma monyin kan ma kwa fa me ti o bisa say ye ti ano no say no de mo kan ya na nyamba ye no de na mo kan ya na nyamba ye e chain e bae e bae me kan say omo de ade na ba even we announce ya announce say ade na o mi fi enti ebu say omo che say we no ye ntumi fa me to public yare we ni kunu ana by voice yare we ni kunu yare ni kunu enti me announce ka kire mo say ade na ba enti ne mo ba people no say doctor bia say one doctor boatin also because doctor for njere obere hu enti da ho even yakọ ohini we kura bi but o man panye okay enti nu an say yakọ ne dia ma wo me de ma sa chechere ma wu mimi hu enti gisi ya de koma doctor bi yenyina egira ho papa krata ni because mo ko no mo say mai e kire ne bae enda wo me ho no ena make say dey na sikwa say obefre bi mpoma wo de fanse ono kwa na ma won chen akosia me offer me so ade na ye pen me nsaka enti enko doctor fe
but to see am mo ho kwan se mo nko ye
ti ewo no no ho no ne de no enti am ye kwan dia man de awade ya aduma ni afa process ra mfanse ye ya ebe ni afa specialist the doctor Akosua professor Akosua no
man fa hwe substance na mo say o me hu o me the cost standard authority no since you are so eager na autopsy no ehun here as it should no have you bothered to follow up from standard authority to find out the substance
because the amabusia penny who just say sister cause ehun
to say aba no aba but e dey catch busia say
report na munya if standard authority na buy and if doctor or
no need set so o ti min kasa
me pacho oni so to min kasa me pacho da
maybe am ko
autopsy no me pacho one of the results na dem
maybe am ko na mesuma omo say me wo kuma ase
okay
nti ana mesuma Ebenezer na say Asante say you know Asante ena omo ko na aba ti na hye yi nti me ko no adana e ko na nanom na me say enu ni
o de chiro
my eni omo de aba na membo na kura me e wo ahwie o kura na kura me but o man hwe just say Akosua say the Akosua kan chem ne say gori suma ni sister bi e na ekọ gina ho ekọ ye ade ni nti no onte ase onya na me say
na tensem ni yakwa akotie no betimi drop comment e wase ho e de amamia da me ba makenkan e de amama won so afese yan advert e for man number no ɛna ɛda screen ase wobɛfa na wafrɛ live in Ghana TV mpanyinfoɔ ɛbɛba ne aba abɛwura ne advert no ɛde ama kama ebuo no nso deɛ ɛyɛ kumaa bi midin de akyerɛ